was thinking about this as I was saying, good guys get cheered and bad guys get booed. It was a very, very interesting moment on the Great American Bash. Gable Stevenson versus Baron Corbin. The finish caught me off guard. I mean, the one thing that I don't think any of us thought, I think most of us thought that Baron Corbin was going to lose. And I was bummed about that because I'm a Baron Corbin fan. And to me, Baron Corbin is one of those villains that you've got to have win sometimes. Like, I don't mind the idea, the psychology behind having a villain that you put in high-profile matches and good guys beat them. I think that that's an important role to have. Somebody that, they're never going to be the world champion. They're probably not going to main event a pay-per-view. But as you're building up a good guy to get to a place where he can win a championship, he can win a pay-per-view, Baron Corbin becomes one of those credible opponents for this good guy to beat on his rise to the top. However, if everyone does that, and in between everybody doing that, he's not getting any major victories, then it means nothing. If everybody beats Baron Corbin, then Trevor Lee beating Baron Corbin or Cameron Grimes beating Baron Corbin doesn't mean anything anymore. And it doesn't give you the momentum. It makes it so that there's nowhere to go with a Cameron Grimes because big deal. He beat the guy that everybody else beat. So for me, I understand the psychology when I thought that Gable Stevenson was going to win. I was like, I get the psychology behind having Gable Stevenson win, but like, I almost wish that they would have Baron Corbin beat Gable Stevenson to give him this level of credibility where it's like, oh my God, Corbin beats guys all the time. And then maybe later on, Gable Stevenson could beat him and actually gain something from it. But what I didn't expect to happen was the double countout. I hope that a reset button is pushed because I think people are starting to see a Baron Corbin that I've been a fan of for all these years, a Baron Corbin that's capable of a lot more, a Baron Corbin that has been so committed to the roles that he's in that you now have to appreciate him. How as committed as he was to that bum-ass Corbin character, as annoying as he was as the Constable, when he was in every other segment on Raw, the fact that he would just do it and do it unflappably, when he was lucky Corbin, happy Corbin, whatever, walking around in a Hawaiian shirt just smiling all the time, when he is tasked with something, he does it. And some of it has really worked. I think people loved the Lone Wolf as a heel, and I know everybody loved bum-ass Corbin. I think that level of appreciation, that I think what happens is on NXT, he started bringing up all of his old characters and kind of symbolically burning all of his old outfits to say that, all of that's over, but this is what I've gone through. And it reminds people when he does that of everything that he's done that maybe they don't think about on the day-to-day. And all of a sudden you go, oh yeah, dude, that guy kind of rules. And this appreciation builds at the same time. What I didn't expect, and what I don't think anybody expected, was for Gable Stevenson to get booed. This is the exact opposite of what I was just saying a minute ago about how wrestling's doing well because the good guys get cheered and the bad guys get booed. Gable Stevenson was getting booed. The audience wanted Baron Corbin to win. And, I think part of it could be that wrestling fans like pro wrestling. They don't need, unless somebody from the outside comes in and is excellent at pro wrestling, like wrestling fans don't need Logan Paul, but there is this sort of unstated appreciation for his work because he clearly puts in all the time and the effort, and he does work as a villain. And so people kind of dig it. Well, they dig not digging it, if that makes sense. So to me, I think that the powers that be, I hope, watch this match with Baron Corbin and they go, the move here is probably to have Gable Stevenson and Baron Corbin have a rematch. I think Baron Corbin should win the match. I don't think he needs to turn babyface. I don't think that the cheers are going to be that overwhelming for him. But I think if Baron Corbin beats Gable Stevenson in a rematch, then you can use Baron Corbin going forward to beat a few more people and then really get somebody over by losing to them. In the meantime, I think that Gable Stevenson should respond to his loss to Baron Corbin and the fact that fans are booing him by completely turning heel. Now, the one time that the fans started reacting positively to him was when he got very aggressive, when he started suplexing all the security guards and stuff like that. So I think that tells you everything you need to know, that people will respond to Gable Stevenson when he's aggressive. But the idea of him pretending to be a pro wrestler or being a good guy right now, I just don't think is going to work. Based on what we saw at Great American Bash, I could be wrong. But to me, I think the move for sure, would be to turn Gable Stevenson heel and to let Corbin get a victory ski.